welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about hair. So I've gotten quite a few comments on my hair videos over, you know, all of the brush out and styling videos that I've done, asking how I recommend maintaining a set for several days. I've said in lots of my videos that I do not wash my hair every day or even every other day. I like to wash it every 3 or 4. Sometimes I can even stretch it to 5 days because I find that it's just easier, it's better for my hair. My fringe I will generally have to wash on like day 3-ish just to keep it looking fresh, but the rest of my hair, especially if I recurl it, I can get away without washing it for a while. So I've had a lot of questions asking how I keep it styled up nicely and how I would wear it over the days. So I thought it would be a great idea to do a video explaining some of my methods and going through the ways that I found hold my hair the best. So if you're interested, then let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing is starting with a good set. Starting with a good hair wash, good foundation, make sure that your hair is really clean, make sure it's in a good condition to start with, and that will help extend the wear of your hair. And make sure that that first initial set you do is very well done. If you have ends poking out everywhere, if you haven't done it very well, if you haven't used enough setting lotion, then it's not going to hold up over the several days. And also be aware of the weather. So I have had a lot of things recently where I've just gotten rained on and I've had to come home and reset my hair. It happens. Lots of factors influence how your set holds up. Humidity, rain, fog. Humidity is honestly the enemy for me. And hairspray. I find that the less hairspray I use on the first few days, the longer my hair wears because I don't have to brush so much of it out. So that's a good tip, is not to use too much hairspray at the start. I used to use tons and tons and tons of hairspray. You can see in all of my old brush outs because I was terrified of it dropping, but now I just kind of go with it. If you know that it's going to be windy, carry a hat or a scarf with you and carry a brush so that you can fix up your curls once you get in wherever you're going. So once you've started with that good set, you've worn it all day, what do you do when it gets to bedtime? Sleeping on my sets used to terrify me. I would try and sleep like on the nape of my neck there. I would tuck myself up in bed like this and I'd be like, right, now I'm not going to move. But that's just not conducive to a very good night's sleep. So what I like to do, what I've found recently is you can either start by, obviously you want to start by brushing out your hair and getting ahead of myself. Brush your hair out nicely and then you can either tuck it up into a hairnet like the one I have now or just leave it loose. And then, where have they gone? Hair scarves. So I got these 2 hair scarves. This one is silk, this one isn't. This one's slightly bigger. So I wear this one once I've set my hair, and then I wear this one every night whilst I sleep. So I basically tie this over my curls in a turban style. There are lots and lots of videos on what is happening? Whew. That was traumatic. Oh my goodness, right. So I tie it up in a turban style. There are lots of videos on how to do it. I will link some of them down below. And then I just go to sleep, and I find that it really, really helps to prolong the curls because they're tucked up against your head. You're not lying on all of them every which way. They're not there's not friction being created against the pillow as you're rolling your head, especially if you're a restless sleeper. This is honestly a godsend, and it's made such a difference to how my curls hold up through several days. I found that this extends the wear of my set so much better, and my set is wearable just on its own for several more days. So that's the main way that I extend my sets whilst I sleep, is I sleep in a little turban hairstyle. You can get just normal turbans, you don't have to use a scarf, but I just find that the scarves are easier because I already have them and they're really pretty. So that's how I do that, and then in the morning you take it down, brush it into a shape and see how it's looking. Generally on day 3 or 4, if I haven't reset my hair, so a day like today, I will style it with a hairnet. So I've done styles similar to this. I'll get a bit closer to the camera so you can see. Hello. So I'll style the front in cute little rolls of some kind, and then I'll pull the back up with a hairnet because that keeps it much better into its shape. You can see if I do a little, I'm gonna have to get closer, do a little turn.
Oh, you eat eggshells on a Monday. And Jane, you'll lose your millionaire air. I go to work. More selling hair.
You can see that that holds it up into that gorgeous vintage shape a lot better, and that is something that I learned from oh my goodness, that is something that I learned from the YouTube and burlesque performer Miss Lady Lace. I will link her channel in the description. But she wears a hairnet a lot with her styles, and this is especially good if you're going to be doing something physical like hiking or dancing or anything like that, because it keeps it tucked up neatly into a shape. And if your set has dropped, like it does tend to do over the days, even if you do wear a scarf, then it keeps it nicely into place. So if it happens that your set doesn't last as well as you thought it do, there is nothing wrong with resetting it. I find that resetting hair that's already had a set in tends to go really well because there's a bit more product in. It does hold into a shape very well, and I will usually reset my hair about 2 days or even a day before I wash it, just to make sure that it looks really lovely on the last day. So those are kind of my tips. So making sure that you're aware of the weather, starting off with a really good set, sleeping with it wrapped up in a scarf, and styling it in the best way every day. You can really get a really beautiful vintage hair look with a set every single day. So I hope this was a very helpful video. I don't know how many tips I gave were new, but if you have any methods for maintaining a good set over several days, please do let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more of my style, don't forget that you can follow me on all of my social media. You can follow me on Instagram at @averyvintagedarling, you can follow me on Twitter at @vvintagedarling, and you can follow my blog at... I don't use my blog anymore. I don't know why I said that. See, you go on autopilot when you do YouTube for too long. But you can also check out my singing channel, which is Rhiann Kelly, the Vintage Soprano. If you have any suggestions for more hair videos or just more videos in general that you want me to do, please drop me a message on one of my social media or leave me a comment, because I love making videos that you ask for. It makes me feel really good. So that will be all from me today. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you in my next video. Au revoir!
How the old folks would enjoy it. They would sit all night and listen, and the fun would never lag. And we all would sit and listen when Father 82, that's the Noodle to brag.
There we go, 2 minutes into filming, we finally got the camera in a good place. Closing door. We have to talk about this lipstick right here. Look how pretty it is. Is this not the most stunning colour? It is Mickey red. This is, focus on the tube, not my face. There we go. It says Mickey Mouse on it. And the tube says Mickey Mouse. And it's just such a stunning colour. I'm obsessed. And I got this on eBay. So thank you so much to the seller who gave this to me. Well, who I bought it off on eBay because I'm obsessed with it. And also, it is officially October because I broke out the fur collar dress. Winter is here, people. I don't care if people call this autumn. It was darn cold today. This is winter. This is what this is. But you know what that means. It's time to break out the vintage Russian heiress coat. Oh yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my Instagram and scroll back to like winter last year and you'll know what I mean.
When I